Hey, I'm dizzy. Over the summer, we've noticed that some of the Quints struggle with reading more than the others. And so as hard as it is with 6 kids, Ava is one that needs a little bit more attention. You're gonna use that pillow? After talking to the teachers, I've been really trying to make a point to do one-on-one time. All right, let's do this.
You know this. You know this.
Break it up.
I like reading with my mom because my mom's next to me, helping me if I get stuck with a word. And then I get to spend time with her.
So what do you think about reading? Is reading your favorite?
No.
Is it hard? Being a mom of Quints, I always knew that our kids would possibly be behind in all aspects. They were born at 28 weeks and 2 days. So ever since they started public school, I've gotten all of them tested multiple times every year just to see, like, you know, is there any disabilities? Do they have speech problems, dyslexia? And so it's really important at this point with Ava to figure out where her struggle is and is there something that we could do to help her learn better? It's super important that we can learn to read because it's always going to be something you have to do the rest of your life.
Why?
Because there's reading directions, reading a recipe.
Why do you need to read directions? You can just look at the pictures.
Not in all situations. Like when you're driving and you need to know which way to go, you got to be able to read the signs and directions.
I can read the signs.
Yeah.
Stop, S-T-O-P, on one of the signs.
Oh.
What I don't like about reading, it's because types of books are way too big. I like adding up numbers more. And what I like about numbers is you get to count up and then down.
I didn't like reading too much when I was your age either. I had to find something that I liked to read, but
Wait, what grade were you in?
maybe it was 4th grade. I got a book and it was like a mystery, and that kept me interested in it. Sometimes the biggest thing you can do as a mom when you can't do anything is literally just being there and loving on them, hugging on them, telling them it's okay, and like, we're gonna work on this and we're gonna get better, and you know what? We're just gonna try our best.
This.
The hardest feelings as a mom is like watching your child like struggle or suffer or hurt, and you just wanna say, I wanna make it all better, and you can't just poof and it's better. We do have to practice every day. You know that? You gotta do it, huh? You gotta learn it.
Simon says do 8 jumping jacks. Yeah, you two. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Simon says do 10 push-ups. Parker, down! Nose to the ground, Hazel.
Sometimes you guys play Simon Says. Who's the bossiest when you play Simon Says?
No, body straight. I am not the bossiest, as Simon says. It's this girl right here. She was like, no, I'm the person who's saying Simon Says. Now you aren't talking. It's my turn. It's great.
I got chicken and macaroni.
School starts Tuesday. I'm taking to dance. You come meet me and do soccer, and then we switch. Actually, Blake, glad you're here. All right, we got to figure out, like, you want mom and daddy to walk you into 7th grade.
Oh, yeah, I can hold your hand.
Okay.
Come on.
Will you take a picture of mommy and daddy in front of the school?
It would be really weird if my mom and dad walked me into my school because, like, no one else is gonna do that. And I don't want my mom and dad being like, oh, you were so cute when you were like a little baby.
Hey, who else in the
Who
neighborhood
else is trying out for volleyball?
that you can possibly get a ride with on Wednesday?
Where are y'all gonna be?
I'll be at Market Wednesday through Friday.
And then Wednesday, I have a shoot for Good Ranchers. I have a chef coming in.
Okay, that's cool. But on Tuesdays, are you gonna be able to be getting them from the bus and taking them to dance?
There's actually an Iron Chef in town, which is pretty cool.
Can you just focus? I'm ready to get done with this.
Why do you always worry about everything so much?
I will not be here. So these are things that you have to understand on the calendar and figure out. I mean, at some point, Adam, like with your schedule getting busier, I'm in and out always around everywhere. I feel like we just, like, I need some help. We need some help. This is something that we've talked about in the past, like over and over again. And though we've had help from time to time when the girls were all little, things have just gotten way more difficult and we just can't keep up with it.
I was excited for the challenge.
We can't beat that challenge because we don't have enough we don't have enough drivers.
Are you saying that like, we need somebody just to drive them from place to place? Or we need like a full-time person?
I mean, I don't know yet. I just know that like we're getting busier with home life and kid life and also work life. And so we need an extra hand. Like, I don't know what that looks like at this point, but I just feel like we're getting to that point where...
I just don't like that, honestly.
I mean, I don't either, Adam, but then one of us don't work anymore. And I cannot not do that. We need help with the kids. There are things with that a person needs to help out with. But there's also a list of like laundry and keeping up with their school schedules and like things that you don't ever touch. I could hire someone full-time and I would still be busy full-time. It's literally just running a house. If you don't want me to hire someone, then you better step up your game.
I just think it's weird for like our kids to have like an event or something going on and
not us either.
And neither one of us being there.
We're not saying games, like we're gonna try our best to make every game, but I mean, at this point, the Quints, there's 2 sports across all of them and 4 of them are doing the same thing and 2 of them are doing the same thing. What if they all different were doing something? When they're all different places, it's just not gonna happen.
I don't like that.
I don't either.
I left my career so I could be with my kids and like raise my kids. Ever since having the Quints, I mean, it was every new thing that came along. It's just, you know, Danielle and I's motto is just like, okay, well, like we'll figure it out. Whenever Danielle talks about like hiring someone to help us, I have a problem with it, and that's where like it's hard for me to like want to do that. Like I don't want to hire somebody to help me with my kids.
Yeah, I mean, we knew this day would come, but now it's hard to get because it's like, well, now we're here and it's only gonna get busier, you know?
Give me my iPad. Get to the ground, lady. What? No money.
Boss, what do you need to do? Bring to your Jeep?
Yeah. Up to this point, I've just been sliding
I mean, I
around.
know you can't handle it, so
I've been sliding it around on pillows. So I'm just in my office trying to like move stuff around, trying to figure out like what I need for this next photo shoot. I called Dell to swing by just because I had to get a TV out of the house.
That's annoying. It's a whoopee cushion. When Daddy's doing stuff in the morning for work, Daddy, he always farts in the morning. No, he doesn't. Does he? Yes. Totally. Morning thunder. Oh, yeah. He calls it morning thunder.
Dude, this place is a wreck, dude. You need to clean it up.
Well, I'm gonna have to prep for Good Rancher stuff, and Danielle's been up at the store more, and
Daddy daycare.
I try to get my work done just when I can.
Hey, do you want to sit on it? There's a pillow under it. Okay. Sit. Oh my goodness.
What's up? What's going on? Give me a hug. I know, I haven't seen you in forever. Priscilla and her husband were the first couple Adam and I met when we moved to Texas. So we became friends because, I mean, she's a mom and a wife. Like, so she gets what I'm going through. And since there's no one in the store, I thought it would just be a fun time to pop open a glass of champagne so we can catch up.
By the way, this is amazing.
Yeah, thanks.
You're keeping up. You're doing a good work
It's
over here.
slowly getting there.
Yeah. How are you handling all this? I know that this is a lot with the kids' schedule and doing more stuff. How's your sanity?
Is it ever well? I don't know. It's a lot just now with Adam working outside of the home more, which makes it more challenging for me. We just had a checklist of things that just like got to get done, and like, you know, he's fun dad, and we just work so differently. I think he doesn't think about all the things all the time. Yeah. I do. Adam has been doing a lot at the house, especially this last year with, you know, more cooking and getting kids off the bus with school last year. But that doesn't necessarily take a lot of weight off when you have a family of this size to keep us on track. And the weight of that, I do feel like does fall on me because I am the planner and organizer and scheduler. There's only 2 of us.
Yeah.
And you know.
And when he's out of town, you're
and when he's out of town, I can't do it all.
Store, quince,
I mean, I like to act like I can.
I can only imagine what your house looks like.
That actually is the death of me. Like, that's what makes me mad and gives me anxiety, because like I want to be able to go home and like relax and like have peace and stuff, but I can't.
I need more headphones. That's better.
Danielle is stressed out. School's about to start.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it's Danielle working, me working, plus all the kids' activities. I mean, some days you just don't know if you'll be able to cover it all. And we're like reaching out to friends or whatever. And we don't like asking people for stuff.
I get it, but dude, you can't do it all. I mean, have you ever thought about hiring like a nanny? I mean, I know you never had that, but.
I've never wanted that. That's why like I stepped away from like oil and gas so I could be home and work from home so that we didn't have to do that. And so it's like, but now like we're getting to a point where like, crap. You know, I keep going back to like my childhood, and like my parents were so present with everything. Granted, you know, they didn't have 6 kids, but I want to be a dad like my dad, and you know, I want to be there for everything, and I want to be there for all the practices. I want to be there for all the games. I want to be, you know, and you know, you're just starting to feel like you can't live up to that.
It's only gonna be worse, man.
I mean, it's hard for me to find an in-between and a balance of like, how do I maintain here, like with health, with schedule, with all, it's like just always like this. Like I wake up and it goes like this until everybody's asleep, then I can calm. There's just really no like private time and alone time in the house. I mean, it's very, very rare. I mean, I can go take a bath and Adam can be with the kids, but guess what? There's 6 of them and somebody's gonna come interrupt me.
Daddy's gonna put you out of bed. Ava, and me and you are gonna read, okay?
You're supposed to be taking a bath upstairs.
But I feel so nice.
Okay, well,
Oh my gosh.
don't take all my bubbles away.
Can you read to me?
Where's Daddy?
He's reading with Ava.
Well, can you just wait your turn? Oh, Mama's in the tub. Let's go find her. Let's go. I haven't seen Mama. Let's go find her. Where's she at?
But you don't want to get to the point where you're too much, and then all of a sudden it's like you feel like you're out of control and you can't keep up with the kids mentally.
I feel like I have to stay busy or I might have feelings. Like, I might cry, like, if I have to stop.
I know that Danielle doesn't usually like to ask for help. So as a friend, I'm just concerned because since she started the shop, it's almost like she's, you know, going up here in the water and she's trying to, you know, breathe for a little bit. I see that she's overwhelmed. It's hard to watch. So have you thought about seeing someone?
Like,
Just talking to a therapist or somebody who's more professional than I
just
am.
don't think. I don't know. I mean,
Somebody that can actually
do,
help
but
you and give you good advice. And
do you want my honest opinion? I don't have time for that right now.
Well, you
Like,
need to
in
make
all
time.
honesty,
That
in
needs to
all
be a
honesty.
priority.
I don't like to be emotional. I'd rather power through and move on to the next thing. But I do know there's a benefit to therapy and understanding and your feelings and emotions and blah, blah, blah. I just think when and where and how. But then again, if we've had help, maybe I would be able to find time where I can like mentally take care of myself too.
Just so you know, I'm here for you. You know,
Yeah.
I worry about you, and I want to make sure that you stay sane.